Thank you so much, Sue. Slig, congratulations on the win. It's quite the series. I want to get your thoughts on XERXIA specifically. What was it that they were doing so well in that series?
Honestly, they just have, they have a really good map pool. I was watching them all last night. It was one of the regions that I hadn't actually watched that much, and I was just super impressed with everything. Yeah, their icebox is really strong, their ascent's really strong. They adapted really well. I felt like we had pretty good game plans going in, and their pauses, they got a lot from it. So shout out to their coach or their IGL that was making the changes. And yeah, everyone was just fragging out, and honestly, this game could have gone either way, right?
Yeah, you mentioned Icebox. I want to get your thoughts on that. Would you say that you guys threw that map away at the end?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot of rounds that we'll look back in this VOD review and we'll be a little bit gutted, rounds that we for sure could have converted. It's definitely, I feel we have a bit of a mental block on that ever since the old days where we couldn't, we were just losing overtime on this map. So yeah, it's a map that we're trying to, it's never been one of our better maps, so we're just trying to get better and better.
Now, I want to get your thoughts on Ascent. Overtime, you guys decide to pull out the double op setup, 2 glass cannons. What was it that led to that decision? What was the thinking that ultimately decided that?
So that was our original game plan going in. Obviously, with their comps, they only have the Omen flash. It's really hard for them to take A main, B main, or anywhere, any kind of control. They have to use the turret, but you can still do the angles.
Sure.
So a lot of the times they're just jump peeking and stuff. So we kind of thought that was our original game plan. That was what was working at the beginning. So yeah, we just kind of went back to it.
It's bold.
Yeah, it's super. It's super bold. But dude, we have 2 great offers, so it's
sure.
It's one of those things that for sure it's a little bit risky. Probably looks a little bit wild, but it works.
But wild seems to be a thing with Liquid. At least it has this stage and continued into that match. You guys come into this tournament. You haven't fully solidified an IGL, and you just went through 32 rounds, quadruple overtime on Ascent in a map decider. What was the leadership like? What was the decision-making like? Was there anyone who stepped up specifically in that instance for your team?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everyone definitely just stepped up and fragging and just adding info. But definitely, Scream did incredible. He just took over the IGLing, was just kind of just making the decisions. I won't do this. Just really just strong calls, and just everyone just had full belief in it. And then Jamppi obviously just with fragging and honestly just playing a little bit disrespectful and just going for it. So yeah, it was great to see.
It worked. Jamppi had himself a series. You guys walked away with the dub. Congratulations once again on what's an instant classic. Sue, back to you.